Hi guys, this is Rade Garage with TANGO Racing. I'm here on the border between Czech Republic and Poland on a beautiful spot, and I'm coming from Rade Garage, who is situated in the Czech Republic near Praha, and I was allowed to visit them yesterday because I was asking them last year if their rally tower is fitting the SMT, and they couldn't tell me. So I asked this year and they still couldn't tell me, and then said like, look guys, I would be really interested, but well, I don't know if it's going to fit, and would it be a possibility to visit you and you can play with my SMT and we figure out if it works. And they agreed, gave me an appointment, which was yesterday, and I visited them, and Lucas set the whole thing up in one afternoon. So we finally can confirm that the kit they're offering, and this is the Rally Tower kit they're offering for the 790 and 890 Adventure, model year 2023 and 24. This fits out of the box right on the SMT 23-24 as well. So finally we can confirm that. For me there was a few customizations to be done, and Lucas did an amazing job together with the other guys there. Let's take you around the bike. I think the looks is amazing of it. It fits the SMT maybe even better than the adventure bike because it is more narrow by default, the SMT. So this rally tower, I think it looks perfectly fine on the SMT. It looks like it was supposed to be like that, in my opinion. So this is from the side. So I'm super happy. First of all, I like the looks. Second, it solves at least two big issues I had with the original setup. Let's turn on the lights. So I didn't do night riding yet, so I cannot say if they are better than the original light as far as the light on the street goes. But by the looks of it, I think it's great. And most of all, if you're not a big fan of the typical KTM headlights, this is going to be changed as well together with the tower. So this at the moment, at least according to Rade Garage, they haven't fitted it yet to another SMT. This is the world's first KTM 890 SMT featuring Rade Garage's rally tower. So if you see this bike like that, you're probably wondering what's going on, because the rally tower windshield looks like these adventure rally bikes, but the bike is not, so it's the SMT. So I think it's a really great combination, interesting combination for design, but for looks, but also for feature. So what was done custom for me was, since I have this additional fog lights, there's also a light switch, which is originally positioned here on the fairing of the original KTM SMT. Actually not a very good spot when you want to turn it on off during riding. You have to get down there with your hand between dashboard and steering, which is not something very good to do. So they figured out a place here on the right side of the tower, which I think is spot on. It's between the dash and whatever navigation system you're using up there. So it's super easy to access, turn on, turn off. It looks like it's supposed to be here in the first place. On the other side you have the breakthrough for the cabling, power supply for navigation system. These are the original indicators which are moved from the original setup. As well, another custom feature they made for me, since I always have a lot of USB stuff going on the steering. The kit comes with, as far as I know, one USB charging port. You can have optional a second one, which is here on the side then. And I asked if I can have but the original KTM cigarette lighter port. So on the original KTM, it's on the left side, you have the cigarette lighter port. And I use this kind of USB charging adapter for two charging options out of the cigarette lighter port. So I asked if it's possible to transfer this as well, and they mount it here on the right side, just below their nice sign. I think it's a great fit. I might use this space as well for like a first aid kit, On the other side, they have a bracket mounted, so you can attach some bag with holding tools, also first aid stuff here on this side, because now you have here space which you don't have with the original fairings. Also very nice, I think, especially for my bike, because I opted for a kind of blacked out design. This is the fairing which comes with the kit now. It's this matte black, and it fits my bike perfectly fine. I think it's just from the form and the looks, I think it's spot on. I'm super happy with how this turned out. And also my problems I had initially with the original windshield. So I used the touring windshield, which broke twice. When you saw my review videos, so there's one special point where obviously there's a weakness and it starts breaking. So also the original windshields go quite a bit more to the rider, so to the back. And that leaves the problem that whatever you try to mount here has to go quite a bit to the back and in the front, upwards. So I initially tried the PowerPart GPS holder, which was completely hideous, together with something heavy like this, because it's like a dampened plastic solution and it's like vibrating and not holding in position. It didn't work at all. Then I used a third-party bar, something like here, but it was mounted with screws, which you could change by hand, which didn't hold at all. So I changed it with screws and tried to tighten it as hard as possible. Still didn't hold, so the bar itself was tilting, as well as the bracket. And now with this solution, there are two positive things going on. First, they use the welded bar, so the bar is not going anywhere. And second, due to the form of the windshield, this is so much more to the front, and there's so much space here now that you can mount the tablet so much closer to the bar. So there's no leverage going on, which starts to tilt down whatever you try to mount. So this happened for my mounting solution, that off-roading the tablet turned down because of this long lever, and I didn't see any other way around it. So this is not an option here, not a problem here anymore. As well as you have the advantage that you don't exceed the maximum weight which KTM gives for the mounting solution. So the original tower and GPS mounting solution is specified up to 500 grams of whatever navigation system you mount. And like this carburetor together with the holder is more than a kilogram, so more than 1000 grams. So it's exceeding the maximum weight capacity. And I was afraid that on the long run this might lead to something breaking in the original tower, because the original parts are all plastic stuff, and eventually I think something is going to break. That's also something the Rade Garage addressed here. Not only that the carbon tower looks, first of all, the finish is amazing, and it's really stiff and looks sturdy. But they also use custom-made brackets, I saw while they installed it. So there are two, I think it's steel brackets mounted additional to the normal mounting points to reinforce the mounting of the carbon tower. So I don't think this is going anywhere. And I have a really good feeling that this is a really solid solution. Well, it's made for the rally bikes, and I think Rade Garage, they have quite a bit of experience with that. So I'm not going that crazy, so that leaves some headroom for my solution that this is going to hold and be fine. So this is the looks with the lights of the Rade Garage Rally Tower on a KTM SMT. First time. I'm super happy with this. A big shout out and huge thank you to Lucas and Radek of Rade Garage, all the other in the team. I spent the afternoon there, and there's such friendly people. It's an incredibly friendly bunch of people. So the installation process is quite a bit. For myself it would have been a bit too much, so I'm super double happy I could visit them, and they did it for my bike. If you have the option to visit them, I personally would suggest go and ask if they mount it for you. That's, I think, the by far best experience and solution you have. Otherwise, we can confirm that the kit they are offering for the adventure bike 790, 890 is also fitting perfectly fine for the 890 SMT. model year 23-24. So I hope this was interesting for you. If you have a supermoto touring and you're not happy with the original windshield and tower, this might be a solution for you. Get in touch with the guys of Rade Garage and get it for your supermoto. I can't wait. See people how they try to figure out what kind of bike this is now, because the mix of this rally tower together with the SMT, I think it's a really cool combination. So big thank you once again to Rade Garage, and all you guys stay safe, stay seated. Thanks for watching.